Everyone celebrates freedom today, but most people still depend on a grocery store for their food. Imagine that. And I don't say that to be controversial. I say it standing right here in my two raised beds that change how I see independence. Because while fireworks go off tonight, I'm thinking about something a lot more practical than celebration, and you should too. My name is Deb, and this garden started just as an experiment. Two raised beds, nothing fancy, nothing large. But over time, it turned into something I didn't expect. A small version of food independence. Not perfection, not completeness, but real enough to change how I think about what freedom really means. I'm in the garden and I started asking one question. What does freedom really look like? In a backyard garden, not a parade, not a crowd, just soil, seeds, your hands in the dirt, feeling the environment, feeling the world around you, and food that you can grow yourself. This isn't just gardening content. This is a freedom experiment built around two raised beds in Central Florida heat. Freedom being a strong and purposeful acronym for my channel. Fast produced, in raised beds, easy, economical, DIY, organic, minimal space, and using minimal effort. We hear the word freedom a lot, yes? It is thrown around everywhere, every day, all day. But in the garden, it is different. It hits different if you think about it. It is not loud, it is not flashy, it's quiet, it's steady. It's the simple things, the simplest of things. It's a tomato plant replacing a grocery trip, however small, however subtle. A pepper plant saving you money, whether it's $1, 50 cents, whatever it is, it saves. A handful of herbs you didn't need to buy again because this thing keeps going and growing, and here you are, going at it again. You don't have to go back to the store for it. That's freedom too. It's just quieter, less flashy, not on the airwaves, and not seen in Instagram pics every day. Let's be real. Florida in July, though, doesn't care about your plans. The heat is heavy. The humidity sticks. Plants struggle. Plans change. And you adapt. You must adapt, because that's the name of the game. That's a part of the freedom game. Because garden isn't perfection, this is a part of it. It's about persistence, continuing on this road, being determined, accepting the challenges, and keep going. Every plant in this garden is doing more than growing, believe it or not. It's replacing something within the garden, something within you, and something within the world itself. A store run, a bill, an element of dependency. This is where gardening closes the gap with food security, one harvest at a time. When I started with just two raised beds, I wasn't trying to build a farm. Clearly, a 49 square foot area can build nothing close to a farm. But I was testing something. I was determined to test something, and I'm hoping you are too. Can a small space create any form of impact? Can the balcony that you look out on every day, that small veranda that you have, that small cubicle that you share with a roommate, can it grow something? Can less land, less space, less of anything help to create more control, to help to create that freedom? And the answer started showing up for me in every sprout. Every sprout from every seed that I was determined to start. I look at it, started from a grocery bill, and I was determined. I went to the smallest places ever, the most unimaginable places, the cheapest places, the dollar store. I got me some seeds. I got me a table, and I was determined. Freedom in the garden doesn't mean no work. Let's be sure of that. Let's be honest about it. It means meaningful, selective, and strategic work. You choose what you grow. You choose what you eat. You choose how you respond when things fail. You choose what you do when the courses totally change. I had one episode in my garden that I had to accept, had to start over, look at what I had left, and here I am, still at it. That's a different kind of control, a level of control that helps and leads to greater freedom. In Central Florida, you don't just plant anything, you learn quickly. Some plants survive, some don't. And the ones that do teach you resilience because you learn to adapt with it. You learn to help it to help you to figure out what's happening, what's not happening, and how it can grow from there. So on this July 4th, I'm not just thinking about independence as a holiday. I'm thinking about independence as a habit, something you build, help us build. Help us struggle along, help us move, not something you wait for. Every seed, every harvest, every small win in this garden adds up. So as I want to ask you, what does freedom look like in your garden? Is it saving money, growing your own food, or just taking back a little control over what you consume? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. Okay? Growing food, saving money, building freedom. That is what we're about. I am Deb. 2 raised beds to freedom. This garden has taught me what freedom isn't and what it is. It's something we grow, one seed, one season, one raised bed at a time. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Happy 4th of July. May your garden continue to grow. Join me. Join this family. Grab a packet of seeds. Let's see how things end up. We're going to learn together, sow together, harvest together, and keep this moving. So you're welcome back. You're welcome into this happy space as we move forward. See you in the next one. Bye.